God forbid the guy gets you pregnant, and all of a sudden he looking at you like, I don't want it. And you're like, you know what? I want to keep the child because I've been waiting so long for this. And you keep the child. And the Next Door Podcast. Welcome back to the Next Door Podcast. I am Bestie Next Door, and I'm like your bestie next door. If you like your tea to be extra, extra sweet, then this place is not for you. Because we like our tea to be sweet and bitter. Sweet enough that it goes down, bitter enough to wake us up. Guys! First of all, y'all not even noticing that I've been changing my location. Like, I've been trying to test out with which background is matching my vibe and my aesthetic. This is my second time sitting more closer to the sign. And I think I like it like this. I think this is going to be the final bus stop until I move again. But, like, this is going to be the final bus stop. But, guys, how are you guys feeling? We are in March. We're almost in summertime. I hope you bitches are in the gym, making sure you unbigging your back. I don't want to see nobody feeling insecure summertime. I don't want to see no girl in no hoodie. Yeah. I want to see that you're in the gym, you're in the Pilates, you're making sure you eating good, you eating clean, because Bestie's doing the same. I'm making sure that I keep my calories at 1100. So when you see I lose weight, don't say it's Ozempic. As you see me gradually, you know what I'm saying, like the body tea, whatever, don't say it's Ozempic. I'm putting in the work. So now you hear me in March, so in May, when you see everything snatched, the waist is not in the building, it's not Ozempic. It's actually me staying in a calorie deficit. Now, before we get into today's topic, I do want to talk about this because I find it to be very interesting. DDG and Haley. Now, I don't know. The girlies online don't like him, but I like him. Here's why. I know that he can be a little bit annoying with his content and the things that he may say, but I actually do watch his full videos. So I always know the context of the video when people clip it, right? So like this whole issue with him and Haley, whatever the fuck shit is, right? You know why I'm a little bit iffy about Haley, and I don't want nobody to attack me. She's too quiet. Yeah. I don't know what's on her mind. She acts too innocent. Yeah. I don't like anyone that acts too innocent. And it's not just her per se, but anyone that acts so gentle, like, oh, dumb bitches be the demons. The ones that you think that's the demons, they're even more soft. But the ones that be acting all, in front of people like, oh no, they don't want to crash out, or they have to, oh no, I'm a nice girl. Dumb bitches be the one that be crashing out the hardest. I'm sorry. That's my opinion. At least with DDG, we know what we're going to get from him. Whether it's, oh, he's annoying, he's corny. We already know what we're going to get from him. But Haley, it's like, oh, she's a mermaid. No, she's calm. And no, but behind closed doors, she's probably the reason why DDG doesn't have all his dreads. She's probably the reason why he don't got all his dreads, because she be pulling them shits out. Like, don't fucking play with me. And I respect that. But not just her, just in general, I don't trust anybody that's too quiet or too innocent. Now, people are having double mind with him coming out talking about him not being able to see his child. And when I read the comments on the Shade Room and they're like, oh, he's so corny for that, blah, blah, blah. I sit there and I think to myself, I said, you know, us women, sometimes we really don't know what we want. Yeah. If he was a deadbeat, it'll be like, oh, he's a deadbeat. But now he's trying to actively be in his child's life. It's, oh, he's corny. Oh, he could handle this in court. But now if he had took her to court first, then they'd be like, oh, he's mad corny. He's not masculine. Why would he go straight take her to court for? It's like everything that he does, people have something to say about it. It's like never good. And I feel like personally, in my opinion, him talking to his audience about it, it's kind of like me talking to you guys about things that are going on in my personal relationship and my personal life. Because it's like, oh, we're building a family. So, you know, take it easy on him. Take it easy. You know. Now, enough of that chit chat. I just want to get that out the way. Today's episode, we are talking about 10 mistakes women should avoid. These mistakes that we're talking about can hold you back in your money, relationship, hygiene, self-development, and glow up. So grab your coffee, bestie cocktail, water, whatever it is, because we're going to get into it today. The first one is neglecting your hygiene. You know what? And I'm going to say this, and don't laugh, but some of you girls be smelling like fish and chips. And then you come on TikTok shop and you buy perfume and you try to mask the fish and chip smell with the perfume. You don't wash in between your legs. You don't wash your front. You don't wash your back. Some of you be like, oh, some of these girls be having BBL smells. Even the girls who have BBLs, they don't have a BBL smell. It's just that they don't wash their ass. That's the problem. A lot of girls are not washing their ass. I told you guys multiple episodes ago how to wash your front. You gotta get in there. You gotta get in there. Some of you be doing smell check every 5 minutes. And then you mask it with perfume. Now you smell like perfume, fish, and chips. And then you sitting there like, oh, I hope nobody can smell it. Bitch, if you can smell it, the next person can smell it. Hello. You got to get in there. You got to get in there. You got to drink a lot of water. Some of you are, oh, I'm a matcha girly now. I'm a matcha girly. Some of you are going with the matcha aesthetics, with the Pilates and the coffee, but you're not drinking enough water. You're sitting there asking people, oh, what's your skincare regimen? Water. To be honest with you, I realized this too. When I decreased my water, I've noticed how my skin looked as to now that I've been drinking a lot of water. Clock this. I have no makeup on, by the way. No makeup on. Just lip gloss. Yeah? Yeah. From drinking 2 to 3 liters of water a day. Okay? You gotta take care of your hygiene. That's the mistake a lot of you women make. And then some of you be like, oh, he's the one who gave me this. He's the one who gave me that. No, you gave it to yourself because you don't know to wash your underwears in the shower. You allowing the bacteria to grow until 2 weeks later to when you decide to do your laundry. I don't understand. Some of you are not doing any steaming. You're not washing the little, you know what I'm saying, the little click, 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 click. Get your fingers in there. I'm telling you, let me say something. Some of you be like, oh my God, but my GYN told me not to do that because, bitch, do you want to smell like fish and chips or do you want to smell good? Let me know. Pick a side. Pick a side. Because clearly you only using water. You're not smelling too good. So pick a side. You put a finger in there. You don't got to put a whole fist. Put a finger in there. There's no reason why you feel comfortable with a man that you barely even know. He could stick his whole prick that he stuck in multiple girls inside of you. But all of a sudden, when it's time to wash your kitty cat in the shower and put one finger in there to swap it out, it's, oh, I can't do that because my GYN, your GYN told you stop fucking with him. But you still fucking with him. So please, take my advice. The one mistake you need to avoid is hygiene. Okay? Morning, brush, floss. Let's clock this. Some of you have the most disgusting tongue. I be watching videos on TikTok and Instagram and they be like, ah! And the tongue is coated with white. Coated white. Snow tongue. You got a snow tongue. You ain't even brushing your tongue. You're like, oh, I ain't brush my teeth. If you brush your teeth so much, why is your tongue so white? We need to have these conversations. We need to have these conversations. There's no reason why you're sticking your tongue out and your tongue is really white. You got to brush the tongue. Spend a good 5 minutes on the tongue because that's what's actually making a lot of people breath stink. It's the fact that they don't wash their tongue. Brush your tongue. Your tongue should not have a white coat. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Floss. You shouldn't have meat from yesterday stuck in your teeth. Floss, brush your tongue, get in between your kitty cat. Wash that cookie. Get in there. Okay? You can't only use water. It's not only going to be water. If you work out, you're always active, water is not enough. Stop letting these girls lie to you. Water is not enough. It's not enough. Even when you pee, it's not enough. It's not enough. And if it is enough, then there's no reason why at least 40%, 50% of women smell like fish and chips. I'm sorry. Armpit hygiene. Scrub under your arms. Scrub your ankles. Scrub the back of your thighs. Even when you're like getting ready to go out, let's say you're going out on a date or you're going out to the club or whatever it is, and you're wearing heels, a good trick is to spray some perfume by your ankles. Smell good. Stop masking your fish smell with perfume. Okay, so the first one is hygiene. Make sure you always change your sheets. Do not be sleeping on sheets for past 2 weeks. There's no reason why you have the same sheets on your bed for a month and you're wondering why you're getting pimples at one side of your face. You have the same pillowcase on your pillow for a month and you wonder why you got some acne going on. Make sure you're changing your sheets every week or 2 weeks, depending on how many sheets you have. You should be washing it. Keep it regular. Hygiene is a must, okay? The second one is settling for financial dependence. This is the second mistake that women make, settling for financial dependence. And I talked about this on my last episode of, us women being financially dependent on a man. And I'm always going to keep like dibbling and dabbling on this particular topic because I already know that, the content that we consume when it comes to dating is always to get the man with the money, get the man with the money. But as we progress and as time goes on, there's a new generation of millionaires and billionaires. So times are changing. And I said this on my last episode, and I'll repeat it again for some of you who are new here. Before, when we were younger, we're millennials and Gen Zs, right? When we were younger, it was only the baby boomers, which is our parents, them that had money. Now we are the new millionaires and billionaires. So you have to adjust with the times, okay? So being fully financially dependent on a man is really dangerous. Of course, you want to date a guy that's a provider. I'm not erasing that fact because, again, like I said on my last episode, a lot of women feel like they have to pick between having their own money or having a man with money. And I would say this for the 10,000th time. Your money is your insurance policy. Your money is your insurance policy. You want to be able to get the fuck up out of there if you need to. Yeah. But when you're fully financially dependent, like, oh, I'm living my dream of a housewife, I'm cooking and cleaning. After a while, it gets boring. He looks at you and say, you know what, man, I need a girl that got something going on. You want to keep your schedule busy. Start a side hustle. It don't matter what it is. Because funny enough, that side hustle may end up being your big bank. Start something. Stop being so scared to start something. Invest in something small. I always tell you guys this. You can be a housewife and still make money from home. You can have a 9-to-5 and still make money while you're at your 9-to-5. But a lot of you are so comfortable with being comfortable when there's more to life than being comfortable. Because there's no reason why billionaires and millionaires are still waking up every day why are they still waking up? And you don't even have you know what I'm saying? Like, let me say something. I wake up early every day. By 9 o'clock, I dress up. I dress up every single day, ready for success. And that's how you should be. That's why I tell you, ladies, join the Wealth Club. The Wealth Club have step-by-step ways for you to make money online. Guides and classrooms taught by industry professionals, not by me. Now, mistake number 3. Ignoring red flags in relationships. Oh, God. This is me too. I'm not perfect. This is me too. Yeah. Because all the relationships in the past, I ignored the red flags. Because why? I was there for the money. I was like, you know what? I don't care if he's an abuser. I don't care if he's narcissistic. I don't care if I was like, you know what? I'm here for the money. Yeah. So that's why I keep telling you guys what I'm telling you, because I'm telling you from experience, right? You make excuses for toxic behavior, only wasting your time and energy. I want to give this advice to the girlies that are in their early 20s and even women in their 30s, because it's the same thing, right? I don't want anyone to feel like because you're in your 30s, you're too old and you're washed up, because 30s is the new 20s. 30s is not that old, right? Sometimes, like, the reason why it's so important for you to not ignore the red flags is because you'll end up realizing you wasted so much time and you could have been doing so much more with your time, to be honest. I remember in my early 20s when I used to date these guys, when I think about it, I'm like, damn, if I didn't date this guy and I wasn't so stigmatized, I could have been a multi-millionaire by now, because I could have redirected my energy and my time into something else. Are you guys following what I'm saying? Are you guys picking up what I'm putting down? So sometimes it's not necessarily about, finding the most perfect guy or person. It's more so about the time and energy you're putting into that relationship when you could have put that into yourself. That's why it's so important to not ignore the red flags. You have to set your non-negotiable boundaries and stick to them. I promise you, you will thank yourself later when you say, you know what? I'm so happy that immediately when I saw a red flag, I didn't ignore it. Because then you'll be like, damn. When things start going well for you, you'll look back and you'll be like, damn, imagine if I had dated that guy. Imagine if I ignored the red flags. I would have wasted so much time. I would have had a kid I didn't want. Your life can go in multiple ways. Every decision you make every single day, you are painting your future. You deciding to be in my life today and you deciding to listen to this replay, you are making a decision to change your future. Every decision you make every second is you painting your future. I want you guys to understand that. So always even when you're like, oh, damn, I just want to have Chipotle or I want to have cake. Now you just threw yourself off. Now you jumped into a different lifeline. Because the other lifeline of you would have lost 0.5 kg if you didn't eat the cake. But now because you made a decision to eat the cake, now you've added half a pound the next day. Because we all know how the weight shit go. Hello. Are you guys picking up what I'm putting down? So understand that every single decision you make is you painting your future. So always make the right decision. When you decide to say, oh, I don't want to get that, you're holding yourself back from the future that you want. When you say, oh, I'm going to do it tomorrow, you're procrastinating you achieving the goal that you're meant to achieve. Remember, we have multiple lives. We are right now, we're living in the past, future, and present. Right now. It's all in one. It's all in one. Okay? So the first one is neglecting your hygiene. The second one, settling for financial dependency. The third one is ignoring red flags in a relationship. The fourth mistake to avoid is neglecting your health. This one is so important too because a lot of times women tend to drink a lot. And it goes back to what I was saying before. Thank you so much, Victoria. It's going back to what I was saying with hygiene about drinking more water. Like, you're skipping workouts. You're not drinking enough water. You're eating too much processed food. Guys, let me tell you something. Before Corona, I feel like the processed food was still kind of decent. Now, they're putting shit in the food like they're trying to kill us. They're putting things in the food like they're trying to kill us because you know why? It's a business. It's all a business. So you eating all this processed food like, oh my God, it tastes so good. I want to eat cookies today. I want to eat this one. I want to eat a brownie. You are only hurting your health. Remember, the pharmacy, your doctor, they want to keep you coming because when they keep you coming, it keeps them in business. It puts food on their table. So you eating healthy and you being healthy is not only for you to look good, but it's to save you some goddamn money, bitch. What the fuck? Insurance is expensive. Health insurance, going to the doctor girl, girl. It's not just about, I want my waist to be snatched. It's not about the waist being snatched anymore at this point. It's about, I want to save me some fucking money because medication is getting expensive. You know what I'm saying? Some of you, some of you can afford to miss a few meals. Yeah. Let me just say this real quick. I made a post the other day and I was on Skinny Talk. And let me tell you, Skinny Talk, they are the most aggressive people over there. They don't play. If you want to get yourself in check, go on Skinny Talk. So I made a post on TikTok, which is going semi-viral. And I had said, what I've learned on Skinny Talk is that you don't need Ozempic. All you need to do is break up your relationship with food. Yeah, that's what I said, right? So that post is going viral. And then people on Skinny Talk is like, yeah, you just got to eat less. And that's, move around a little bit more. And then we have people saying, oh, you're basically promoting eating disorder. Oh, if I don't eat, my blood pressure starts rising. If I don't eat, I'm going to faint. Some of you can afford to faint. Yeah. Some of you need to faint. Yeah. If it's gonna help you to stop eating so goddamn much, then maybe you need to faint. I didn't want to comment that. I didn't want to comment that because most of the time when I try to reply to comments on TikTok, they always block my comments, and I'm very sarcastic. I don't be serious. I'm very, very sarcastic. You guys already know me. So I wanted to reply to them, but then when I reply to them, TikTok is always blocking my comment, and I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings because people be so insecure when it comes to food. I never knew food was so sensitive until I made that post. People are like, oh no, you're promoting eating disorder. We need to eat breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a snack. And I go on their profile, I click their profile, boop, their back is big. These bitches be looking like they could be on a football team, quarterback. I'm like, girl, I can't even see your neck. You can afford to faint. It's okay. Faint. Don't worry. It's good for you. Yeah. It's good for you. You know what I'm saying? It's good for you. You need to faint. But anyways, I'm sorry. Okay. Don't eat too much processed food because why? Not only because we want our waist to be snatched, but because we want to save some goddamn money. We don't got time to be in the doctor's office because we feeling sick. We don't got time to be in the pharmacy every goddamn second. We don't got time for that because this medications is getting too goddamn expensive. Can I get a hello? And to give you guys a tip of what I do in the morning, my morning routine is to drink at least 1 liter of water before I eat anything. 500 ml with lemon. The next one is like with a vitamin C tablet, and I'm good. And then I have my coffee, and then in the middle of the day, I drink another liter of water, and then later on in the day, I drink another liter. So that's how I easily drink 2 to 3 liters of water in a day. Okay? Yeah, exactly. No, to be honest with you, not only that, when you eat less, when it's time for you to wake up in the morning, it becomes very easy. Like, it's so easy for you to get out of bed. But when you eat like shit, you feel like shit. Like, you literally feel like shit. Like, even when girls is like, oh, I'm gonna go get a BBL. I don't care. I'm gonna just get a BBL. Take a deep breath. Because one thing about getting a BBL and getting lipo is this. Let me tell you guys the truth. If you're big as hell, you're gonna be big as hell with a BBL. Yeah. I think a lot of people don't understand that. Like, the best work is when you lose weight, either before or after. Like, when you start already implementing good habits before getting a BBL. Because some girls be thinking, oh, I'm gonna get a BBL, I'm gonna get all this fat sucked out of me, I'm gonna look snatched. Meanwhile, quarterback, they walk in with their arms like this. These bitches is looking like hippos. You know what? Let me not. Let me not. So let's run it back from the top. The first one is, number 1, neglecting your personal hygiene. Number 2, settling for financial dependency. Number 3, ignoring red flags in a relationship. Number 4, neglecting your health. Now we're on to number 5, guys. We're on to number 5. Number 5, getting attached too fast in dating. Thank you for the heart, my love. Thank you for the heart, Victoria. Isn't that most of you? Some of you get so attached in 2 seconds. Oh my God, he's 6'4". He's 6'5". I love him. Oh my God, he ate the cookie so well. I love him. Oh my God, his dick is so long. I love him. He gave you one back shot. Hit the spot well. All of a sudden, you in love. You're thinking about marriage. You're thinking about marriage. And you don't even know if he got 6 baby mamas. You don't even know if he got... He hit... You see, this is why... Let me tell you guys. This is fucking sad. Let me tell you guys. That's why some guys that know they have good D, they want to get you in the bed quick. Because they know, like, all right, I don't have enough money, but this dick work. This dick work. They be like, this dick work. So I know if I get her in the bed, it's over. She's not going to know my red flags. She ain't going to pay attention because she's getting attached too fast. So they're like, yeah, I got to get her in the bed quick. Quick. All of a sudden, he doing the tongue work. Now you're like, you know what? His tongue is better than my rose. I'm going to throw my rose away because I love Anthony. Anthony's for me. Like, I love Anthony. Anthony, he's a good man. No, he's a good man. I'll be like, what he do for you? You be like, no, but bestie, you're not going to understand. Anytime a bitch say, oh, you're not going to understand, he ain't doing shit. Anytime I hear a girl say, oh, you're not going to understand. No, bitch, he ain't doing shit. That's why I can't understand. That's why I can't understand, because he ain't doing shit. I could never understand. Stop getting attached too fast. Mistake number 5 to avoid. Don't get attached too fast. You got to be logical, because let me tell you guys something. On a serious note, I know I'm joking. I know I'm a little, I'm a little witty with my jokes. But like, on a serious note, a lot of men are very logical when it comes to their level of attachment. They do not get attached to a girl or a woman, I should say, too fast. They don't. That's why they can have sex with someone today and not give a fuck about them tomorrow. And you got to have that discernment. You cannot allow any guy to have access to your body. Don't ever feel like you need to sleep for money. You see, this goes back to what I was saying before. It was only the baby boomers that had all the money. So, all of us, Gen Zs, millennials, be like, oh, damn, I got to get my sugar daddy. I got to get this. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. You holding off on your cookie, it gives you upper hand. And that's the reason why I keep talking to you guys about having your own money and, you guys joining the Wealth Club. Either you join the Wealth Club or get the Wealthy Girl Starter Kit so you can start making money online. Because when you start having that residual income and that passive income, there's a lot of things you won't do. You're not going to be too attached to, let's say, a guy that's spending 5 bands on you right now because you're used to having that money. So you're not, what I'm saying? Like, all right, well, I'm happy that you're giving me the 5K because I'm saving my money, because it's always going to be spend his, save yours. But you're not going to be attached to him like, oh my God, girl, he just bought me this. He just did this. Oh my God, he gave me 10,000, because you're already making that. You're not going to be like, oh, I slept with Anthony last night. Because why would you be sleeping with Anthony? Some of you are just so desperate for attention. That's what it actually, Actually, let's clock it. It's attention. You guys don't like the men. You just love the attention. You want someone to, oh, good morning, you. That's what you want. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. That's all you bitches want. You got to disconnect from validation and attention. Validate yourself. The only attention you need to be getting is from your bank account. Yeah. Fuck the good morning. You don't, some girls be like, I need someone to hug me at night. I need someone to hug me at night. It's better to have the right man than to have the wrong guy. So now you got to have 6, 7 guys in rotation in a month or in a year. It's better to have one guy that, I waited for this and I know it's going to be worth it than to be like, damn, I'm attached to this guy. Or I got to disconnect from him because he's ghosting me. I got to go to You're splitting your spirit in multiple ways. You're putting your soul in multiple places and you wonder why you can't focus on that business. Because you're spreading yourself so thin. These men be energy vampires. You don't even know that too. They be energy vampires. So you got to not only protect your womb, because your womb is one thing, because we don't want a guy, God forbid the guy gets you pregnant, and all of a sudden he looking at you like, I don't want it. And you're like, you know what? I want to keep the child because I've been waiting so long for this. And you keep the child and now you're a baby mama and you by yourself. And you got to fend for you and your child. God forbid. But clock this. This is the flip side. This is the flip side. The flip side to what I just said is when you are a woman who has her own money, let's say you're making $20,000 from digital products. You're making $15,000 because people make this. This is actually a small number, right? Even if you decide to keep the child, it's like, I'm financially secured anyway. Because realistically, when you think about it, and I'm just being logical, when you think about it with us women, when we have the money, there's a lot of things we won't care about. Like, okay, if you don't want, all right, cool, I got money, I'm good. Like, I could afford a nanny. So I'm good. That's the reason why some baby mamas tend to be bitter or tend to drag with their baby father because they don't have the financial backing. They're like, he ain't doing shit. You're not going to be thinking about what he ain't doing because you're doing it. So it's like, okay, don't do shit. You're not affecting me. You're affecting your child. Marriage, whether you're married in a relationship, I'll tell you guys this for free. When you have a child, you're having it for yourself. Even when you're married, even when you have a husband, when you have a child, it's for you. Because all of a sudden the man don't got time. And naturally, again, because we're feminine, we're naturally nurturing, naturally. So having a child, regardless of if you have a boyfriend, husband, whatever the fuck you want to call a situationship, it's actually for you. Keep that in mind. So don't have a child when you know you're not stable. Don't force yourself to, I'm just going to keep the child because I want to. If you know you're not ready for it, you know you can't even do certain things, don't keep it if you know you're not ready. Sometimes, let me clock this too. Sometimes you be like, you know what? He got money. You know what? He got money, so I'm good. Like, he's financially stable. He got money, so I'm good. I can have the child. And then you come to find out, all of a sudden, this guy is acting like he can't give you X amount of money. So again, even if you have a man that has money, like he got money, the first thing you should be thinking about is not, I'm gonna have a child to keep him. You should be using his money to make you more money. So if you do have a child, you can survive on your own. Like, if you don't want to be with him anymore because he's disrespecting you, embarrassing you, you can afford to leave and take care of you and your child plus another one if you wanted. That's where you want to be. That's why I keep telling you guys, because I want you guys to avoid making mistakes that other people have made. Your money is your insurance policy. Making your own money gives you the ability to not give a fuck. You can only give a fuck when you don't have no money. But when you have money, you don't give a fuck. You'll realize how quick you don't give a fuck because you have your own money. But when you're broke, you're like, but he's that. You be like, you have your money. You're like, what? Bye. Bitch, I'm on a flight with the baby. I want you guys to understand, Bestie will tell you anything but a lie. Let's proceed. Are you guys picking up what I'm putting down? Can I get some ones in the chat, please? Thank you. Okay, so let's go from the top again, just in case you guys missed it. So the first one is neglecting your hygiene. The second one is settling for financial dependency. The third one is ignoring red flags in a relationship. The fourth one is neglecting your health. The fifth one is getting attached too fast in dating, which is what we just talked about. Date with purpose, not potential. Ask the right questions early on. Right? Now, mistake to avoid, number 6, is not healing before dating again. This is how we end up in a cycle, and that happened to me. Some of these, don't think I'm perfect, guys. As I'm telling you guys this, I'm like, damn, girl, like, you really, like, we all clicking. Heal before you date again. Because, sometimes when you don't heal before dating again, you end up being in the same cycle all over again. And you won't even realize that the flags are red. And sometimes the flags get redder. You know what I'm saying? Jumping into a relationship too soon just to repeat the cycle of toxicity. You won't be able to see that the guy is just like your last guy, but masked up. So, wait, somebody asked what kind of right questions to ask. So you have to ask questions like, what are their values? I think values are very important. How do they see themselves in the next 5 years? What is their fight language? Things like that, okay? It's very important for you to focus on your self-development and reconnect with yourself. Go on solo dates. Some of you are so scared to be by yourself. Like, I don't understand. Some of you, I can't go on a date by myself. You don't even like being with yourself. So why would someone want to be with you? Oh, bestie, I'm scared to go on solo dates. Scared of what? You scared to be with yourself? You know what? That means you're the problem. You're the problem. You're the problem. If you cannot go on a solo date with yourself, then you are the problem. Bitch, let me say something. One thing I'm going to do, one thing for sure, I'm going to go on a date by myself. I love it. I enjoy it because I'm a good time. Bitch, I'm a good time. Exactly. Nikki, solo dates are so refreshing. It gives you time to reflect. It gives you time to just, you know what I'm saying? And then you never know. Somebody come up to you and be like, oh, I'm going to clear your tab. You never know. It happened to me multiple times. That's why sometimes you got to not even go with your friends. Just go by yourself. Just hang out and know you can afford to pay the tab. Because, you know, some girls be like, oh, I'm going to go to the expensive 5-star restaurant and I'm going to sit at the table with biting my nails hoping a man comes to offer to pay because I can't afford it. You don't want to be that type of girl. You don't you don't want to be the type of girl that it's like, you know what? I listen to the girls on TikTok. I listen to all these dating coaches because I'm not a dating coach. I'm Bestie next door, right? So I'm not a dating coach, right? I don't call myself a dating coach. I don't want to be a dating coach. I'm not interested in that. We talk about everything over here. You're like, oh, I listen to the girlies on TikTok about, you know, finding a rich man. So I'm going to take my happy ass and go to a 5-star restaurant, even though I know I can't afford it. But I'm pretty sure if I put myself there, I'm going to find a rich man. You sit there looking thirsty. Right? Looking thirsty, biting your nails. You just order 24 oysters. You're like, yeah, I have to know how to package myself. Yeah. And then everybody walking by you. You're like, oh shit, this shit don't work. I wore the best perfume they told me on TikTok to wear because it's going to attract the rich man. I even wore my hair. Why didn't nobody come up to me? Now you're sitting there looking thirsty, dumb, with a tab you can't even pay. Now you're like, shit, I'm spending my week's worth of money on a one meal because I thought I was going to meet a rich man. And once I meet him, he was going to pay my bills, pay my rent next week. Some of you are fucking delusional. Like, it's not even you because you guys listen to me, so y'all not delusional. But like some of these girls are so delusional. You know, they're so delusional to the point where they will literally have $500 and say, you know what? I'm going to go to where rich men are. And once I meet them today, they're going to give me my rent money next week. What? Like, what's not clicking? Is the lights on at home? So you expect a man to meet you today and then he's going to give you your rent money next week because you're like, oh, I need my bills paid. Yeah, they told me on TikTok that if a man's a provider, you got to tell him your problems. He got to solve it. Some of you bitches, y'all take what y'all see online and really act like that in real life. Like, are you guys okay? Like, is the lights on? So now because you heard online that the girlie said that if he's a real man, he's going to provide for you and when your bills is due. Oh, God. Please don't be like that, okay? So make sure you heal before dating, okay? So that Delulu energy you had in your last relationship, don't have it in the new one. Enjoy solo dates. Focus on your self-development, whether it be, you know, getting your body right or your confidence. All these things are very important. It's very important because, to be honest with you, the more you focus on your self-development, right? And the better you look, the more you're going to value yourself enough to not want to put yourself in toxicity because you work so hard on being a better person. So because you work so hard on being a better person, you're not going to want to repeat the cycle that you had to walk away from. Does that make sense? I don't even want to say what you just comment, but they do take her stuff to the next level. They take it to the next level. And I know that when she says these things, she's not really like, you know what I'm saying? But you can't control what people do. You can't control what people do. But you know me, bestie, I'm always say it as it is. Whether you like it or not, like I always say, if you like your tea extra, extra sweet, then this place is not for you. Because we like our tea to be sweet and bitter. Sweet enough that it goes down, bitter enough to wake us up. Can I get some ones in the chat? Are you guys following so far? For those of you who are interested in like self-development and finding your purpose and how to be more confident and knowing what you need to do in life, the Wealth Club has a self-discovery classroom to help you with building your confidence and all of those things. The Wealth Club is not only about finances, just letting you guys know. Just want to throw that in. All right, so let's go from the top. The first mistake to avoid is neglecting your hygiene. Second one, settling for financial dependency. The third one is ignoring red flags in a relationship. The fourth one is neglecting your health. The fifth one is getting attached too early. The sixth one is not healing before dating again. Now we are on the seventh one, emotional spending. This is me. Using shopping as therapy only leaves you broke and stressed. You know, emotional spending can really hurt your finances, right? And you know how we be like shopping therapy, or you know, shopping is my therapy. It needs to be shopping on his tab, not your tab. Nah. Retail therapy needs to be on his tab, not your tab. If you're feeling emotional, you got to find somebody's money to spend, not yours. Okay? Because you know what happens when you spend emotionally? You'll realize a few days like, fuck, I could have used the money for this. And it could have been a better opportunity. And because you were emotionally spending before, now you don't have the money for what you actually need. That's going to be an asset. So one rule to fix that is make a 24-hour rule. No buying anything over $50 without waiting a day to think it over. So if you feel like, if something is making you feel like, okay, I want to buy this and it's impulsive and you know you don't need it, you know it's not an asset, right? It's just a liability. It's just something you just want to feel good, right? Take 24 hours to think about it. And if you still have it on your mind, then buy it. But if it's not, if you're like, oh, I don't even need this. Because sometimes, you know, what I realize is sometimes you'll buy something in a store and you'll realize like, oh, shit, I bought this 2 weeks ago, right? So one of the mistakes to avoid is emotional spending. Are you guys picking up what I'm putting down? Let's go from the top because we're almost towards the end. I don't want you guys to forget the mistakes to avoid. So number one, neglecting your hygiene, settling for financial dependence, ignoring red flags in a relationship, neglecting your health, getting attached too fast in dating, not healing before dating again, emotional spending. Now the next one is letting inconsistency block your glow up. Sydney's right. Our mom should have told us, but our moms don't know any better. What can we say? Letting inconsistency block your glow up. Starting and stopping workouts, diets, or side hustles keep you stuck in the same place. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. This is actually me. Because to be honest with you, I've been trying to get to my goal weight, which I'm not that far. I'm close as to what I was weighing last year. Let's say after my birthday, you know, I was slimming up or whatever, and then I got carried away. I got inconsistent. All of a sudden, I started eating cake and whatever. Because, you know, after your birthday, you still get like, you know, cupcakes, little sweet gifts, or people want to take you out. Had I had been consistent when I lost the weight for my birthday all the way through, by now, what we're in March, my birthday's in January, I would have already been at my goal weight right now. So because I was inconsistent that time, it blocked my official glow up. Now I got to start again. I had to start again like 2 weeks ago. So stop letting inconsistency block your glow up. Even now, as I'm saying this, I'm on week 3 on my diet of eating. At first, my first week, I was eating about 1,300 calories. Now I'm bringing it down to 1,100 calories. And now I feel good. Now I don't even have like sugar cravings of, oh, I want bread or I want sweets. Now I don't have that anymore. And I wake up feeling good. I have a schedule on when I eat. And I can't eat past a certain time. I make sure I drink 3 liters of water. Like, I'm staying consistent because summertime is coming. Summertime's coming. January 7th is my birthday. Summertime is coming. And I want my stomach to not enter the room that I walk in. I want people to feel uncomfortable when I walk in the room. Like, they're like, damn, this bitch look too good. Like, what's her? I want people to think I'm taking Ozempic. Yeah. I want people to think I took the poke. Yeah. I want them to say, oh, she's on the Ozempic. I want them to say that. I want them to feel like that. So I know I did a good job. So I'm being very consistent. So again, one mistake to avoid is letting inconsistency block your glow up. Focus on consistency over intensity. Even 10 minutes a day Thank you, my love. Even 10 minutes a day adds up. You know what I'm saying? What workouts do you do? So what I do is I do a lot of jump rope. I walk a lot and I do a lot of jump rope. Like you don't need to do so much work. Like you don't need to, I have to go to the gym. I gotta lift weights. All you need to do is walk for 30 minutes and that's okay. Even just like walking 30 minutes, something as simple as that is okay. And walking is good for you. The reason why, not only for the health benefits, but it gives you a lot of ideas and it gives you a lot of clarity. A lot of people, they go to sleep late and they wake up and have to go to work and they don't have a routine. They don't have time to, spend with themselves. So because you're not spending enough time with yourself, it gives brain fog and you end up having a lot of anxiety. Because it's like you're always in a rush. Like when you get up, you have to hurry up and get ready for work. You have to do, like it's always a rush. And that's why some people end up being inconsistent when it comes to their glow up, because they're always in a rush. And I want to tell you, like, if you have to be at work at 10, wake up at 7, wake up at 6. Just wake up at 6. So at least you have that time to meditate, to say today's going to be a good day, get your little workout in, get your little walk in, have your coffee, read your book. Like all these little things matter. I was listening to a podcast the other day because I do listen to a lot of money podcasts concerning wealth, finances, and things like that. And one thing that I took away from those podcasts, and I will tell you guys, is that a lot of wealthy people, it's just a habit. Like they build a habit over time, which is what most people don't do. So whether it be they wake up every morning at 5 o'clock, read a book, or whatever they do, they build it over time, which ends up being success. So whether it be your business, whatever it is, consistency is very important. Exactly. Rushing kills your feminine energy because you feel like you never have time, right? So that's mistake number 8 to avoid, is letting inconsistency block your glow up. Whether it be your money glow up, your body glow up, your mental glow up, whatever glow up. I don't know where you are personally, each and every one of you. I don't know where you are right now in your journey, but like, do not let inconsistency block your glow up, right? Financial glow up too as well. Some of you guys are not consistent with, your side hustle or your business. That's the reason why it's not generating the money you want it to generate. You give up too easy. Let me tell you something. One thing about me, I do not give up. You could knock me down 5 times. I'm going to get up 6. And I want you guys to all have that same energy. Be very resilient, okay? So, can I get some ones in the chat if you guys are following? Are you guys picking up what I'm putting down? Let's go from the top again because we're almost towards the end, and I don't want you guys to forget the mistakes to avoid. So, number 1, one's in the chat. 1, hey, Kristen. 1, neglecting your hygiene. Number 2, settling for financial dependence. Number 3, ignoring red flags in a relationship. Number 4, neglecting your health. Number 5, getting attached too fast in dating. Number 6, not healing before dating again. Number 7, emotional spending. Number 8, letting inconsistency block your glow up. Number 9, now we're at number 9. I want you guys to double tap the screen. The 9th one is not setting standards in dating. Accepting the bare minimum only guarantees more of the same. Accepting the bare minimum only guarantees more of the same. Everybody have different bare minimums. So I can't tell you, this is a bare minimum. I can't tell you because everybody has different bare minimums based on your social class and based on your experiences. But one thing you should do is write down your non-negotiables and stick to them. Even if it means being single for a bit. My mom used to say the same to me. She used to say, the patient dog eats the biggest bone. So some of you will have your non-negotiables and ignore them all because you fear being single. You should never fear being alone. And if you fear being alone, that means you don't enjoy your own company. And if you don't enjoy your own company, how is someone else going to enjoy your company? So you should love being alone. And one thing, guys, I'm in a whole relationship, right? And one thing that my man can tell you about me is I love being alone. I'm okay with being alone. I'm just very okay with my own space. My friends can tell you that too. My friends can tell you that I have moments where I want to go out and I want to hang out. And then I have moments where I retreat, where I just want to be by myself. I just want to be by myself. I'm okay with not talking to no one. I just want to be alone with my thoughts, with my goals, with my aspirations. Okay, so are you guys picking up what I'm putting down? Can I get some ones in the chat? We're on the last one. Cindy, yep, always home alone. And it's not about dying alone, but it's all about making sure you save yourself for the right person. You know what I'm saying? So let's go from the top because since we're at the last one, let's go from the top. The first one is neglecting your hygiene. because I don't want you guys to forget. So that's the reason why I keep repeating the list, because I really don't want you guys to forget. So the first one is neglecting your hygiene, settling for financial dependence, ignoring red flags, neglecting your health, getting attached too fast in dating, not healing before dating again, emotional spending, letting inconsistency block your glow up, not setting standards in dating. And the last one is not investing in self-education. Oh my God, I know you did not say that, La. La said hygiene is buying a new wig too. Stop. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Tina said, I had high hopes to join the wealth club, but I can't afford it. You can't afford it. You can't afford it. Don't ever, ever say that. Don't ever say you can't afford it. You can afford whatever you want. Money is currency and currency is energy. Don't ever say that, because I used to be the same. I can't afford it. I can't afford it. Don't. You will. When you're ready. When the time is right. Everything would align. No rush. No rush. Everything would align. I want you guys to read this book called You're a Badass at Making Money. It's called You're a Badass at Making Money. And that book has really helped change my thinking as to when it comes to just money in general, where sometimes I'll be like, oh, I can't afford this. Or I no longer say that. I'll be like, how can I afford that? How can I afford that? That's how I start thinking. How can I afford this? Okay, if I do this, if I make this investment today, or if I do this today, how long would it take me to make this back? Or how long would I... That's how you got to start thinking. Don't ever open your mouth in this 2025 and say you can't afford anything. Because the more you keep telling yourself, your subconscious mind does not know the difference between what's the truth and what's a lie. So stop feeding your subconscious mind with things that are not the reality that you want to live. So now we were saying not investing in self-education. So free info is cool, but real growth comes from investing in knowledge. Just like college. College is not free, right? I'm going to say that again because I feel like that's a good quote. Free info is cool, but real growth comes from investing in knowledge. That's the reason why college is not free. Because you know what? Yeah. They need doctors. They need nurses. So why isn't those trade schools and college, why isn't it free? Because real growth comes from investing in knowledge. Sometimes, these girls, they'll sell like ebooks and they'll offer mentorship. And some girls, not because some girls actually pay for it because they're smart. They understand how important it is to invest in yourself. But some girls were like, oh, why are we buying her ebook? You can get it for free. But all this while, when the information was there for you, you still didn't get it done. Most of the girls, I'd be like, oh, you can get this information on free on YouTube. You can find it on Google. Half of them don't even have, or half of them haven't even started the business they were meant to start, all because they were, free info. When you pay for something, it's almost like you're planting your seed. It's a way of planting your seed. It's a way of growth because you can hold yourself accountable with your money. You hold yourself accountable with your money because you don't want to waste your money. That's the reason why college is not free. College should have been free for all of us, to be honest. I think college is free in a country. I forgot what country it is. But besides the point, in America, college is not free. Period. Period. Okay, so, Leah Bessel, exactly. Someone tried to get my calorie deficit pizza recipe for free. They refused to buy the ebook. That's not your customer. There you go, Sweden. Thank you. I never understand why people, why is it so expensive? Why isn't it free? Because the person who created it, they had to go get the information and do trial and error before they knew it worked. That's why. So when you buy someone's ebook or when you buy a course, you're saving yourself the time and the energy because now you don't have to do the work that person had to do and make the mistakes because they already did it for you. Funny. But one mistake to avoid is not investing in self-education. Your self-education will literally enhance your life, whether it be just you getting an ebook from somebody, whatever ebook you have of interest, whatever course you have of interest, whatever person you have in mind as far as like to be your mentor, because everybody have a connection with someone. Well, whoever it is, it don't have to be me. It could be anybody. I'm just saying in general, just invest in self-education. It will really help shape your life and give you the life that you want and help you avoid wasting. Remember, the goal isn't to be perfect. It's to keep leveling up. That's the goal. It's not to be perfect because we're not perfect. None of us is perfect. But the goal is to keep leveling up, to keep energies high and keep being the best person you can be, because you are not the same person you were last week, I hope. And you will not be the same person you were the week before. Remember what I said, your subconscious mind cannot tell the difference between the truth and a lie. So lie to your subconscious mind. Be like, yeah, we got 20 bands yesterday. Your subconscious mind does not know the difference between a lie and the truth. And I'm leaving you guys with that. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or whichever audio platform you're listening from, thank you for listening. If you're watching this replay live on YouTube, thank you for watching. If you're here with me live on TikTok, thank you for being here with me on TikTok from the beginning to the end. Like, comment, and subscribe, and you guys already know the rest. Until we meet again.